They're not answering, not because they didn't see it, because they chose not to. The silent treatment is not the absence of communication. It is a very deliberate form of it. And in the right hands, it is one of the most effective psychological weapons ever used between two people. Someone is doing this to you right now, or you've had it done to you before, or you've done it yourself without fully understanding what it was. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to show you exactly how it works and what it does to the human brain. Because silence, in the wrong hands, is not peace. It is control. Welcome to User 404. Most people never watch this kind of content. You do. Subscribe and stay ahead. The like isn't for me. It's so the people who need this can find it. Share this with one person. You already know who. Let's begin. There is a difference between needing space and weaponizing silence. Needing space sounds like, I need some time to think. I'll come back to this conversation. The silent treatment sounds like, nothing. No explanation. No timeline. No acknowledgement that you exist. Psychologists define the silent treatment as a form of ostracism, the act of excluding and ignoring a person. And research from Kipling-Williams at Purdue University found that even brief episodes of ostracism activate the same regions of the brain as physical pain. The person using silence against you knows this, maybe not consciously, but they know it works. Here is what happens inside you when the silence begins. Your brain starts searching for the reason. What did I do? What did I say? When did it change? You replay every conversation, every word, looking for the mistake. This keeps your nervous system in a constant state of low-grade alert. You cannot relax, because the silence gives you nothing to resolve. Before the silence, you were equals. The moment it begins, that changes. Now they hold something you want, acknowledgement, a response, contact, and they are withholding it, which means every message you send, every attempt to reconnect, is a transaction where they have all the power and you have none. Eventually, you apologize, even if you don't know what for, because the silence is more painful than the pride of being right. And the moment you do, they have trained you. You have learned that their silence ends when you submit. So next time, you'll submit faster.
Defense. Name what is happening out loud, to yourself first. This is the silent treatment. It is being used to make me apologize for something I may not have done. I do not need to chase this. Naming it breaks part of its power immediately.
Not everyone who uses the silent treatment is a manipulator. Some people shut down because they were never taught how to handle conflict. Because silence was the only safe option they had growing up. That is not manipulation. That is a wound. But there is another version, where the silence is entirely deliberate, where it is deployed like a tool whenever control is needed. When they want you to apologize, to back down, to need them. The difference between the two is this. One person goes quiet because they are overwhelmed. The other goes quiet and watches, waiting for you to break first. Not everyone who uses the silent treatment is a manipulator. Some people shut down because they were never taught how to handle conflict, because silence was the only safe option they had growing up. That is not manipulation. That is a wound. But there is another version, where the silence is entirely deliberate, where it is deployed, like a tool, whenever control is needed. When they want you to apologize, to back down, to need them. The difference between the two is this. One person goes quiet because they are overwhelmed. The other goes quiet and watches, waiting for you to break first. One episode of the silent treatment is painful. Repeated over months, it restructures how you see yourself. You start to believe that your feelings are the problem, that your needs are too much, that peace, in this relationship, requires your silence too. Research shows that prolonged social ostracism, even from a single person, leads to lowered self-esteem, increased anxiety, and a measurably reduced sense of personal control. You are not becoming weaker. You are being made to feel that way, systematically. In silence. Defense. Track the pattern. Write it down if you need to. When does the silence start? What triggers it? What ends it? Patterns on paper look very different from patterns in your head, and much harder to rationalize away. Silence has its place. Between people who trust each other, it can be the most comfortable thing in the world, but silence used as punishment, as leverage, as a way to make someone smaller, that is not quiet. That is noise, of a very specific and very deliberate kind. You are allowed to name it. You are allowed to stop chasing it. You are allowed to decide that someone who uses your need for connection against you is not someone who deserves it. You are allowed to stop chasing the silence. Subscribe to user 404 before the algorithm decides you shouldn't see this.